One of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Wilson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There's no blood pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Hardman on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Chiefs at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
To throw again is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On second and a couple. Mahomes over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action now. Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Wilson will throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a give up the middle to Williams. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They run. It's Williams. And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. Flushed out right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 37 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Chris Jones. So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Wilson's throw taken in by Miller. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Randy Gregory able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Yellow.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
36 power.
Here's Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
14, on second down, Williams. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing now is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Wilson to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Williams. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory. And